let's go have some fun. Hey, Wayne here. Today I have the Gen 3 e-scooter called the Verve Pro. They make two. This is their top of the line one. If you remember, about a month ago, I recorded a review for Gen 3 again on their foldable e-bike called the Groove. That bike was a lot of fun. Check out the video if you get a chance. But today we're going to go over this e-scooter. Again, a lot of fun. I'm going to take it for a ride. I'm going to show you everything that it has on it. And let's just get into it right now. Okay, let's go over the handlebar area of the Verve Pro. And it has nice thick rubber grips, a built-on bell, which is really neat. You can move it forward, you can move it backwards, nice and loud and built on. You have a clip here for when you want to transport or carry your scooter. You just fold down the top stem and clip this onto the rear part of the scooter, and then you can carry it, locks on. So that's nice. You have a front brake lever. You squeeze this to apply brakes to the front. And when you do that, it also removes the power from the back so that you don't crash into anything. If you're holding down the throttle and you forget to release it, this will disengage that and you will safely come to a stop. So that's cool. So like I said, this is the throttle for your modes that we're going to go into right now. So if you hold this button down for a sec, it will turn on nice and quick, which is really cool. You don't have to wait for it. And this Bluetooth light here, it's blinking, it's flashing. So what you need to do, if you want that to stop, then you need to connect to the Verve Pro app. This app I'm showing you is for the iPhone. I'm sure they have one for Android, but this is for iPhone. And what you would do to get rid of that is you tap on the icon for the Bluetooth up in the left there. The app will scan for the Verve. You tap on it, and when you do, it connects and the light on the Verve will stop flashing. So, and the app is ready to go. We'll get right back into that in a sec. So when it first comes on, you can see what mode you're in. I'm in mode 1, your miles per hour, and your battery life, and your Bluetooth icon. So if you press the power button twice, you have now turned on your headlight and the rear light for your brakes. If you press it once, you're now in power mode 2. The third time, you're in power mode 3. So now what I would like to do is show you, oh, one more thing. If you press it one more time, it now goes from the power modes into a walking mode, so an assisted walking mode, I guess you could call it. So if you're walking up a hill or somewhere that you just need a little help, you'd put it in that walking mode and the power will kick on when you're pushing it to move it. So that's pretty helpful. I haven't used it yet, but I would imagine that it would be pretty helpful. There's a few more things you can do with the app, and that is, for instance, turn the light off. As you remember, I had it on a second ago. So when you're in the app, you can change modes to 1, 2, and 3. You can turn your lights off and on. You can push the mode button again to go into walk mode. You can press this lock button, and what happens is the scooter now is locked up. So if somebody comes and tries to walk away with it, the tires are locked and won't spin. So it's not going to totally prevent somebody from stealing it, but it's helpful. You have your odometer on here, your miles per hour up in the center, and your trip. If you click on the gear icon, you can now rename your Verve. You can change your Bluetooth password. You can change your speedometer reading. You can change the startup setting. It's on push to start right now, so you have to push off, kick off with your foot. and get some momentum going and then use the throttle. Or you can have it on 0 start. And when you go to 0 start, now if I just throttle from a dead stop, it'll take off. So you want to be careful you're not in something like mode 3, because it'll take off, and you know that could be kind of dangerous. So if you're experienced, that's fine, but otherwise you'd want to start in mode 1. So right now I have it on push to start because I'm new to scooters, and anybody that might want to try it that has never ridden one, I don't want them to fall. So I have it on push to start. Cruise control. If you turn this on, then what will happen is if you're riding and you've got a pretty decent speed going, it's going to go into cruise control, which means if you remove your finger from the throttle, it'll keep going at the same speed. It'll just keep cruising along until you either tap the throttle or squeeze the brake lever. Either one of those will disengage the cruise control. But I have it off right now because sometimes I forget that I have that on, and I think I'm gonna slow down when I release it, and I don't, and then I'm like, oh, gotta put the brakes on, which isn't a big deal, and I haven't had any issues yet. I just think for right now, I'm going to leave the cruise control off. Unless I start going in further distances, then I'll probably turn it on. You have a self-check mode down here, and you can check all these things here just by pressing start. It goes through it really quick and done. So once that's done, if you have any issues, you can contact GEN3, but as you can see, everything is looking good here. So I'm gonna go back to the main screen, and that's really about it for the app. So, oh, one more thing. If you pull this screen down, it gives you a map. So you can type in where you want to go and it'll map it out. So haven't used that yet, but I think that's going to be very helpful. I'm probably going to use it soon. So something I'm thinking about and looking into, and but I think that's another good feature on this app. So that's it for the app. Let's go take a look at some other stuff. All right, so let's say you want to take it, fold it up, and put it in your trunk. This is all you got to do. I like to grab the brake just for a little bit, push this little button in, pull this lever down, and then bring the arm down. You can let go now, and attach that little clip to that rear hub there. And that's it. You could put the kickstand up if you want, pick it up, and take it with you. So that's about all there is to that. And to put it back, same thing. Just put the kickstand down. Everything's in reverse. Lift this up. Put that back in. Call it a day. Okay, so the Verve Pro from Gen3. Got a lot of stuff to go over. It's got a 350 watt motor, brushless motor. It's got 8.2 torque of power, and tubeless tires, which have a honeycomb design, no air. You don't have to worry about getting flats, and the honeycomb design will give you a little bit of a smoother ride. It also has a front fork suspension on it. It's got a built-in bell. The battery has a charge time of 7 hours. And what else? The power has a walk mode of 3 miles per hour. Then mode 1 will get you up to about 6 miles per hour. Mode 2 will get you up to about 12. And the final mode will get you, which is 3, will get you up to 18 miles per hour. Even though I've seen mine go up to 19 miles per hour. And I don't think that was going downhill. I think that was just flat like what I'm on right now. What else? The aluminum frame weighs a total of 48.5 pounds. So a lot of good stuff. The computer screen is nice and bright. The front and rear lights work great. I think I just got stung by a bee on the left side of my face. So I'll go home and check that out right now. Now that was just a fly that hit me. This thing handles like a champ. It's supposed to get up to about 30 miles total, 30 mile range. So I'm sure that depends if you're in the highest or lowest mode and also pushing it like a regular scooter. I'm just throttling it the whole time. As my buddy Maurice would say, it's superb. You can check out my previous review of the Gen 3 bike. It's a foldable bike called the Groove. And I will place a link on this one somewhere for you to click on and go check that out. So the Gen 3 products are a lot of fun. Gen 3 sent me this scooter, and they sent me the Groove, which is a foldable bike. I had a lot of fun with that bike. I beat the hell out of that bike, and it's still going. So the Verve Pro was a lot of fun. If you're thinking about an e-scooter, look into this one. And if you're looking into an electric foldable bike, don't forget about Gen 3's bike, the Groove. They also sell other bikes. I haven't ridden those, so I can't really talk about those. But these two are a lot of fun. Go out and get one. Get out there and ride, and I'll see you guys later.